First of all, and no, don't talk to my secret lover. Don't do that. I don't want you to. I don't care if I'm getting ready to get married to Nas. That ain't your place to tell him that, girl. I'll tell him that the next time my is in his mouth. Let me tell him that.
I don't hear nobody out there. Hold it down.
Like, Nay, why the hell is we singing Faith Evans when we're talking about Carmen Bryan's fryer crotch? It's because I'm home. And my ladies at the Greenbelt Mall over there, I think it's Eyebrow and Henna, she took care of my brows. Y'all, what is wrong with Atlanta that they can't get it right for me? Okay? All eyebrows ain't supposed to look like McDonald's arches. Okay? Some of us looks better when the eyebrows are a little thinner, a little more shapelier. Okay, now I'm looking like me again. Okay, because I don't know what the hell. They be getting on my nerves back home. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue talking about It's No Secret. Carmen Bryan's. I think it's the hip-hop Helen of Troy. You know I ain't got the cover on it, child. But you see, as I'm in my favorite area to do my working, the favorite park. I love this park, honey. My cousin taking me to see the backyard on Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to go see my ex and get my hair cut. Okay, you can't tell me nothing. When I be back home, I be showing my ass. Hassan, his girlfriend, his cousin Sean, and Sean's girlfriend were cashing in their winnings at the Bellagio Hotel by the time I arrived. Hassan had obtained a free coupon for a suite at the hotel for the weekend. All of the hotel expenses were covered. Hassan spent all of his time gambling. He loves the slot machines. Me too. That's all I could play. Them sitting down at them tables, that should take too much time and too much thinking. I dropped my bags off in the room and went to the casino. This was my first time in Vegas, and I was loving it already. The Strip was like nothing I had ever seen before. It was like a scene in the movies. The bright flashing lights, the people, hustlers, everything moved so quickly. That's strange coming from someone that came from New York, because that's how I feel about New York. Now, D.C. is turning into the New York City. You know, you can't take a shit without bumping into some overpopulated or overcrowded area. I would have to attest that Vegas, you do feel like you're in a movie. I've seen it at nighttime, and it is simply gorgeous. When I go to Vegas, like, I'm the type that I plan things. We go to the museums. We see some kind of performance. Like, I've seen the Commodores there before, Janet Jackson there before, a couple of people in Vegas. Y'all know I wanted to see Diana Ross in Vegas, but then that mother hunted COVID hit. It's truly an experience. Oh, and I love always going to the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Oh, it is something to behold. It was so easy to get engrossed with the gambling and lose sight of the fact that the drinks are free all night. Minute by minute, you drink until you're past the point of intoxication, reaching a delusional state of mind, and then you're passed out flat on your back. We spent the rest of the evening gambling, drinking, laughing, and paying taxes. That's a game where when someone hits the jackpot, everyone reaches in the winner's bucket really fast and grabs as many coins as they can. Gotta pay your taxes. The next day, we gambled and walked the strip. By nightfall, we were back in the casino. And I don't do a whole bunch of gambling when I'm in Vegas. I really don't. Like, I'll set aside the amount of money that I want to gamble, like $300. That's it. That's all. You know, now if I win, Shasta La Vista. If I don't win, that's it. You got me for $300, ninjas. That's it. What I love to do. Like, gambling is at the bottom of the list. But I love to eat. I love to go to the shows. I love to walk around. And I like, just for real, to be honest, just sitting out in the malls or like on the benches and watch the ladies sell legal pussy out there. That's what I like to do. Christmas was right around the corner, and I did my usual decorating and shopping. Whenever the holidays rolled around, it was always stressful and sometimes disappointing. Nas would be flying in any day now, and we would be celebrating our first Christmas in Los Angeles. It was kind of difficult getting into the Christmas spirit without any cold weather or snow. But we tried. I would say the same thing down here in Atlanta. It's weird to me to have Christmas and the weather outside be like 57. You're like, what the hell happened to the Christmas? My Christmas spirit was picking up a little, and I felt good. Nas's flight had landed early December 21st, just in time for my birthday. I welcomed him with open arms and gave him a big kiss. He held me so tight that it was hard to breathe, but I would have happily let him squeeze me to death. Then he suddenly dropped down on one knee and revealed a small black box. My body was tingling. I almost started to quiver. Was he about to propose? Oh my God, I thought. After all we had been through, the time had finally come, and to be quite honest, this was the furthest thing from my mind. I never in a million years thought that he was coming here to do this. He opened the box and I was speechless. Will you marry me? We'd always talked about marriage. Our first few months together, we fantasized about the ceremony we'd hold in my grandmother's backyard, just like Shasha's wedding to Van's father. I'll wear a blue velour suit, Nas would say. Maybe you should wear white velour, Nas. It's more traditional. Well, what are you going to wear? A pearl white bustier, I'd always say. White jean shorts, naturally. And now this was the moment I had been waiting for my entire life. Yes, I cried. Nas stood on his feet, placed the pearl-shaped diamond on my finger, and we kissed and embraced. So many questions filled my head, but I kept them to myself. Nas and I both had done and said a lot to each other that could never be taken back. It was a time to move on and wipe the slate clean. Weeks passed, and the holiday spirit eventually died. Businesses were open during regular business hours. School had resumed, and I was getting back into the swing of things. Risa called me and mentioned that she had spoken to SC. That was fine because she and SC had that type of relationship. I told you. I don't know. They were cool. She said that she told him that Nas had proposed to me on my birthday. Why you had to... See, that's what I'm talking about. Risa ain't your friend. That ain't your friend, bitch. Why? First of all, no, don't talk to my secret lover. Don't do that. I don't want you to... I don't care if I'm getting ready to get married to Nas. That ain't your place to tell him that, girl. I'll tell him that the next time my vagina is in his mouth. Let me tell him that. Not you, girl. That ain't your friggin' place. She said that she told him that Nas had proposed to me on my birthday. SC didn't say a word, according to Risa. I guess he was shocked and had presumed that my relationship with Nas was over, but he was wrong. Hello? Hello? Are you still there? Risa asked. Yeah, I'm still here. Risa told me that SC had finally responded. Word? I'm happy for her. Where's she at? She's still in LA, Risa had replied. So now let me tell you what JayZ's #1 task on his to-do list is now. To go find that lady, make sure she had Nas's ring on her finger, and stick it in her. He wanted to hear it from me. This time I decided I would take my time. This was it for me and SC. I was going to marry Nas. Once I became Nas's wife, my relationship with SC would be dead. I mean, dead and stinking. There would be no phone calls, no friendly chats, nothing. After some time, I finally called him and broke the news. No, let me tell you what news you break before you marry that man. You remember JayZ? You give that man a chance to make his own decision. You don't sit there and lie to that man or leave that man in the dark. Have him thinking, I know he knows that y'all been through some things, but you allow that man to make his own choice. And you tell him the friggin' truth. The truth is, remember that JayZ? Me and him was going around for a while. I know I lied. Yeah, and then me and Puffy did suck face in the Madam C.J. Walker's mansion because we were stuck between the moon and New York City. So, the best that we could do at the time was fall in love. All right? You come to tell him, oh, yeah, and then I forgot. Oh, yikes, you remember that Allen Iverson? Him too, baby, him too. You got to be honest. Give that man a fighting chance. He wanted to hear it from me. This time I decided I would take my time. This was it for me and SC. I was going to marry Nas. Once I became Nas's wife, my relationship with SC would be dead. I mean dead and stinking. There would be no phone calls, no friendly chats, nothing. After some time, I finally called him and broke the news. Hey, SC, so I heard the good news. Are you happy? It took me a minute to answer that question. Yeah, I am. I choked out. Well, if you're happy, then I'm happy. He seemed sincere when he said that he was happy for me, but I knew he was hurt. I could hear it in his voice. I agreed to see him one last time before Nas and I eloped in Vegas. You see the bull snit? You see? Yeah, he happy for you. He's so happy for you, he want to stick it in your butt. Nas and I made plans to catch a flight to Vegas and elope. But as fate would have it, the weekend we planned to go to Vegas, destiny caught a stomach virus. It seemed like a sign. We weren't supposed to elope. A traditional wedding would be best. We agreed. Deep in my heart, though, I wondered if our wedding would ever really happen. It seemed doubtful that we'd truly put the past behind us. My premonition of a doomed wedding was proven correct with the midnight phone call from Nas. Tell me something, Carmen. Is he talking about you? He referred to SC's verse on Memphis Bleek's song. Is that your chick? When you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do is fall in love.
No.